Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Make sure that you like this video, turn your notifications on, and subscribe because I have some amazing content coming your way, all things regarding motherhood, lifestyle, and fitness. So I'm super excited to share with you guys. So here we go. All right, y'all, so this is my second trimester update with the twins. Okay, so when I recorded my other video for the first trimester, I was actually already in my second trimester. I was just a little bit behind y'all with recording, but I am recording this video and actually still in my second trimester. I am towards the end of my second trimester, so I'll be entering the third pretty soon. I cannot believe it, but I have a really good memory of what has been happening in this second trimester for this update, so I'm excited to share. Soon as the second trimester hit, I would say I still dealt with hyperemesis for like the first two and a half-ish weeks of my second trimester. After about like 2 weeks or so, I was starting to be able to like eat and drink again, which was like the best thing for me because I missed food and drink so much, y'all. Like, if you watch my first trimester update, you know that having hyperemesis, I was not able to eat or drink at all. So that subsided towards the beginning, and I was so glad because it was all about needing to gain weight at that point. I had lost, so my pre-pregnancy weight was comfortably between 115 and 117. I never went above 117, but I also never went below 115. So anything between 115 and 117 was my go-to weight. I was on a pretty consistent workout and nutrition plan. I'm a fitness trainer and a nutrition coach, so I was pretty good with like what I was eating and having a workout routine. So to see myself lose so much weight, I actually think I lost about 15 to 20 pounds, which I'm not a big person, and it was definitely noticeable. I heard it from a lot of people, like, you are losing weight, like, what's going on? But my belly was still really growing, so I literally was like sticks on my bones, and I just had this like grown belly. So thankfully, once I started back eating, for me, it was just mission gain weight. Okay, that's what my doctor wanted me to do. I wanted to gain some weight because I just did not feel like I looked proportion. Like, I just struggled with my image at that point. I was like, I gotta eat, y'all. So I started back eating, and I was able to eat any and everything. I still dealt with a few times having to deal with like nausea and like having headaches or like feeling like I needed to be sick, but I never needed to actually throw up, so that was good. I think it was like a mindset thing too. My body was just so used to throwing up all the time and being sick that finally being able to eat and drink stuff, my body had to like catch up. So once I got through that phase and I started eating regularly again, it took me like, I was slow to gain a little bit of weight, but each growth scan and each ultrasound that I had for the babies, they kept measuring on track. They actually were measuring a week ahead based on their size. So that made me feel really good to know that, like, even though I dealt with hyperemesis and not being able to eat, it did not affect the babies at all. So that was a relief. But I slowly but surely started gaining weight again. Protein shakes were my friend. So again, I do nutrition and fitness on the side. So I kind of knew a bunch of different protein shakes that I particularly like, or protein powders that I use. But I paid attention to a lot of the ingredients and just needed to make sure that it didn't have like any added supplements. to it, and that it would be safe for me to drink and consume. So I actually found the brand by Boobie, and I started trying that. I tried the chocolate flavor, and I actually really like it. I found it at Target. I will list the link below, and also link a picture, but I started using that until I came across some protein powder that I utilize in my actual fitness business with my clients, and now I use that, and I can also share information on that as well. But yes, I just did research on which protein powder would work best for me, because I also am still working out in my second trimester. So my fitness routine slowed down a little bit, obviously because of the first trimester issues, but it has picked up, and I am back working out, and I am back in this gym, y'all. And I'm cleared by my doctor. So if you are still working out and everything, kudos to you. Just make sure, obviously, you are doing it in moderation and making sure that you are cleared. But yes, I was cleared to still work out, and I make sure that I replenish my body with enough food and water. And the protein powder that I use has been working amazing. So I've been able to gain my weight back and then some. My last appointment, I actually had gained like 27 pounds, y'all. So it sounds scary because I am so small, but I have to be reminded that I have 2 babies, not just one. So my doctor has actually informed me that with twins, she doesn't really have a recommended calorie or a caloric intake amount that she would prefer me to have. She just wants me to eat when I'm hungry, making sure that I am still consuming, healthy snacks and not just going overboard with, the unhealthy or sweets, junk food snacks. But she's not concerned with my weight at all. She's not concerned with the way that I eat or anything like that. So my weight gain is pretty healthy. It's just scary for me because 27 pounds is a lot, and I still have like a whole nother trimester to go. But I'm super glad that my babies are healthy and I'm gaining weight again, y'all, and I feel good. Finally, I have energy, and that is pretty much it for like the food and nutrition portion of the second trimester. Oh my gosh, y'all, the pelvic pain and like walking has been a whole nother ball game this second trimester. So walking literally hurts. Working out has helped me because I not only do like my regular workouts, but I do partake in yoga. I try to do yoga about 3 to 4 times a week, typically at night, because it helps me stretch and kind of get comfortable before bed. But it doesn't help take everything away. But yes, y'all, the walking is hard. Like, I literally feel all of the weight from both babies like settling down into my pelvic area from the minute that I stand up. And the pelvic pain, the sciatic nerve pain, the round ligament pain, all of that is like, y'all, I don't even have any words, because again, as I stated in my last video, I didn't experience any of these issues or any pain, any problems my first trimester, second trimester of my daughter. So this is all new, but the bigger these babies grew, it definitely caught me by surprise, because I went from being able to walk and move around like normal to instantly being able to feel the weight of these babies. And y'all, shout out to all the twin moms, because I just was not expecting it. I was not expecting it. But somehow, some way, every day, I still am able to get up and I'm still able to move around. And I am a huge advocate for it. If you have the energy, if you're cleared, if you are physically able, you should work out. You should try to get moving or do some sort of movement every single day with your babies, because it really has helped me, and I do believe it helps your body, and it just helps you get into a more stretched out like state. Because I noticed that when I don't work out, I do feel worse. Honestly, I do feel worse. I do take advantage of the free time I do have to just rest. But I do notice a difference when I don't work out. So I do try my best, whether it is 10 minutes or 45 minutes. I am moving around somehow each day. The sleepiness. The sleepiness has not really changed. I mean, of course, my first trimester, I was pretty exhausted and pretty all over the place. But my second trimester, I have energy to do things, but at the same time, I don't. So, like, I have energy to, you know, make videos, do my job, fold clothes, you know, go hang out, go to the movies, whatever. But I am dead tired at the end of the day. I am so sleepy. And I listen to my body. I have heard from so many twin moms. I've heard from my doctor. I've heard from friends, family. Everybody tells me, please rest. And it is true, because with my daughter, when I was pregnant with her, I didn't listen. Like, because I wasn't tired. Y'all, I didn't have any issues. I wasn't tired. I wasn't sick. Like, I was still moving around with no issues. And now with two babies, it is so different, because they're literally taking every single thing that I produce and that I have for them to take. And even if I don't have it readily available, they're still taking from me somehow. So I am like sleeping and taking naps whenever I can. I find myself resting my eyes a lot, like while I'm riding around in the car or whatever, somebody's driving me, but I'm listening to my body. And so that would be my main recommendation for second trimester moms, or just twin moms in general. Please rest your body, because you have to remember your body is literally preparing and birthing and housing two human beings, plus still taking care of yourself. So it's a lot of work, y'all. But I would say the effect of being tired and just exhaustion is a real thing, and it has been ramping up this second trimester. I would say, honestly, that is about it. That's all the complaints. Not really complaints, y'all, but that is really all of like the main symptoms that I've been having. Just like the pain of walking, the weight in your pelvic area, and just being super sleepy. Other than that, like, I'm so grateful. I literally have the best time ever eating and drinking whatever I want, which is probably gonna be the biggest thing that I miss, because as soon as these babies are born, I am going back into my fitness and nutrition mode, and I will be going back on a strict diet that of course would accommodate my breastfeeding requirements, but I am going back to it because I have been eating, y'all, so crazy. I would say my favorite thing to eat this second trimester has been all things salty. I love salt, y'all. I put salt on everything. I love salt, I love garlic, and I love pickles, and all of like the salt. And I love meat, y'all. I love meat right now, which is also really weird because I don't really eat meat for real. I'll do turkey and chicken, but like the whole beef, like I still don't really do pork too much. But I went to J. Alexander's and had a beef prime rib something, and y'all, tore it up. But yes, those are my main cravings right now, and I do like sweets again. So my first trimester, I stopped being able to like sweets, but now I love sweets again. So kind of sad that it is almost over. I'm actually really sad that I'm about to start my third trimester, because that means that I'm just closer to like my babies being here, and I think I'm nervous about that too. And I'm anxious, I'm excited, but I'm also sad, because I know that pregnancy doesn't last forever, and I know that most moms Like, you either love pregnancy, you hate pregnancy, there's really no in between. But like, as you get closer to the end, you start to feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not ready. So I'm excited, and I have some videos, some updated videos compared to my last video that I want to share with you guys of the babies. They have gotten so big. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for checking in, and I can't wait to share with you guys again how it's going.